If you're working hard at the gym, you're undoubtedly hoping to develop a body that turns heads. Let us be honest, who is not? However, there are many things you may be doing that you are unaware of that are destroying all of your hard work. In this video, we'll go over the 9 most common mistakes I see individuals doing in the gym that are keeping them from reaching their full potential. I'm going to go over each of these problems one by one and show you what you need to do to start getting genuine results. I cannot emphasize enough how crucial it is to warm up properly before even considering touching a weight. Now listen, I understand. You're busy, you're at the gym, you have a million things to do, and all you want to do is go in there and work out, right? But let me tell you something, missing your warm-up is like operating a car with a cold engine. If you do that, you will inflict significant damage in the long term. The same thing applies to your body. You need to prime your muscles, enhance your blood flow, and prepare your mind for the next workout. So how does a decent warm-up look like? It doesn't have to be complex. We're talking about 5 or 10 minutes of easy cardio. For example, jogging on the treadmill or performing jumping jacks. This will increase your heart rate and blood flow. Next, perform some dynamic stretches like arm circles, leg swings, and torso twists. This will help you gain flexibility and range of motion. Finally, before you begin your workout, complete a few reps of the movements you'll be performing with smaller weights. This will aid in activating the exact muscles you'll be working during your workout. I know it seems like a lot, but believe me, it's worth it. Spending a few minutes warming up properly will lower your chance of injury while also improving your workout performance. Now, let's speak about another typical mistake, overtraining. I know what you're thinking, Jeff. How can I possibly be overtraining? Every day I go to the gym and bust my butt. But here's the thing, more isn't necessarily better when it comes to exercising. In reality, overtraining may be extremely counterproductive and undermine your progress. Consider this: when you train out, you are tearing down muscle rather than building it up. During those critical rest and recovery intervals, your body repairs the muscle fibers, making them stronger and larger. When you repeatedly push your body to its limits without giving it enough time to recuperate, you are effectively preventing this necessary rebuilding process from occurring. What happens if you don't let your body to recover? For starters, you put yourself at danger of harm. Your muscles and joints become overworked and weary, increasing their vulnerability to strains, sprains, and other problems. And it's not just bodily injuries. Overtraining can also have negative consequences for your mental health. You may begin to feel worn out, demotivated, and even have mood changes. Remember that your body needs time to recuperate and repair. And then is when the true magic occurs. So make sure you're listening to your body and taking the necessary rest days. Listen, you may work out as hard as you want, but if your food is poor, your results will be as well. It's that simple. You cannot outtrain a lousy diet. Your body requires proper nourishment to recuperate, develop muscle, and burn fat. It's like attempting to drive a car on empty, it just won't happen. So what makes up a healthy bodybuilding diet? Well, it all starts with protein. Protein is required to create and repair muscle tissue. Make sure to consume enough of lean protein sources such as chicken, fish, beans, and lentils. Next, we'll look at carbs. Now, I know carbohydrates have a bad name, but they are your body's major source of energy. You need energy to develop muscle and burn fat. Just make sure you choose complex carbohydrates over simple carbs. Consider brown rice, quinoa, and sweet potatoes instead of white bread, sugary beverages, and processed snacks. Finally, do not forget about good fats. That's correct, I mentioned good fats. Fats are necessary for hormone synthesis and general wellness. Avocados, almonds, and olive oil are all good sources of healthful fats. Let's be honest, we've all been there. You're excited to go to the gym every day for the first week or two, but then life gets in the way. You miss some workouts here and there. And before you know it, you haven't visited the gym in a month. But here's the problem with developing an impressive physique. It is all about consistency. Consistency is essential for achieving benefits from your training. You cannot expect to see tremendous results if you only go to the gym once a week or whenever you feel like it. You must make exercise a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth or going to work. Now, I realize that life occurs. There will be times when you have to skip an exercise or two, but try to be as consistent as possible. Even if you can only go to the gym 3 times a week, it's better than nothing. The goal is to develop a training program that works for you and adhere to it as much as possible. This may sound apparent, but you'd be shocked how many individuals overlook the value of sleep in achieving their fitness objectives. Sleep is essential necessary for muscle development and recuperation. Your body releases growth hormone while you sleep. This is necessary for muscle repair and development. Not getting enough sleep can cause muscle loss, reduced strength, and an increased chance of injury. But it's more than simply muscular gain. Sleep is also important for fat reduction. When you are sleep deprived, your body creates more cortisol, a stress hormone that can contribute to increased fat accumulation, particularly around your midsection. So how much sleep do you need? Most individuals require around 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Listen, if you want to have a terrific body, you must focus on compound workouts. Compound workouts target many muscular groups at the same time. Think about squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and overhead presses. These workouts are extremely helpful in increasing general muscular growth and strength. Now, I'm not suggesting you should absolutely avoid isolation workouts that target a single muscle group at a time. However, complex exercises should be the cornerstone of your training plan. Why? Because they allow you to lift higher weights, you will experience more muscle activation and growth. Plus, compound workouts are really effective. They allow you to engage various muscle groups simultaneously, saving you time and energy at the gym. If you're serious about accomplishing your fitness objectives, you should keep track of your progress. How will you know whether what you're doing is effective? Tracking your progress enables you to stay motivated, determine what works and what doesn't, and make any modifications to your training regimen and nutrition. So, what should you track? That depends on what you want to achieve. However, some important things to keep note of are your weight, body fat percentage, chest, waist, and hip measurements, and the weights you lift. There are several ways to track your development. You may use a basic notepad, a spreadsheet on your computer, or one of the several fitness monitoring applications available. The main thing is to choose an approach that you are comfortable with and stick to it. Water is your best buddy. I cannot overstate the importance of being hydrated, especially when working out. Water is required for nearly every biological function, including muscle building, fat reduction, and overall health. Dehydration impairs muscular function. You will have less strength, endurance, and a higher chance of cramping. Dehydration can also cause weariness, headaches, and difficulties concentrating. And it's not just about your exercise. Staying hydrated is critical to overall wellness. It aids in body temperature regulation, nutrition delivery, waste elimination, and organ function. One of the most common mistakes I see individuals make is establishing unreasonable expectations. They observe these makeovers on social media and believe they can replicate the outcomes in a couple of weeks. But the fact is that developing a fantastic body requires time, work, and consistency. This is a marathon, not a sprint. When you have unreasonable expectations, you are preparing yourself for disappointment. If you don't see results quickly enough, you may become disheartened and give up completely. It's crucial to remember that everyone's body is unique and responds to exercise and diet in various ways. What works for one individual may not work for another. So be patient, persistent, and focus on progress rather than perfection. Finally, no more excuses. So there you have it, the top 9 workout blunders to avoid if you want to achieve your greatest physique. Now that you've learned what they are, it's time to put that information into practice. Make the essential modifications to your training program, food, and lifestyle, and I guarantee you'll see incredible results. Remember that developing a fantastic body is a journey, not a race. Enjoy the process, be patient, and don't give up on your ambitions. I will meet you at the summit. Looking for high-quality supplements backed by Dr. Andrew Huberman himself? Check out the links in the description below and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you've learned anything new or anything of value.